to their first Sweet 16 since 2005. Number one made it look easy in the Big Easy. 90-60. Kentucky blows out Wake Forest.
Mike in the morning, ESPN Radio. That was Kevin Kugler, Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, as Kentucky won by 29 in their first game and 30 in their second one, that one against Wake Forest. And their coach joins us right now, John Calipari. Coach, thanks for a few minutes of your time.
Mike G., how are you?
I'm doing well. My brackets are still doing okay because I got you, my friend.
Did you have Notre Dame advancing a bunch?
Do we need to bring that up now?
I know you did.
Yeah, I did, and I'd like to move on.
The greatest thing about Notre Dame is you guys are like, it's on. We're together. We're never separating. I'm from Notre Dame. I don't care. Here we come. Is that right?
Yeah, and it cost me. But I'm going to stick with my loyalty anyway.
There you go.
All right, no one travels like Big Blue, Coach. But now Big Blue has to go to Syracuse. I don't know. I'm just guessing. You actually love that it's Cornell in Ithaca, despite the fact they are David to your Goliath. I'm sure you're going to spin this as a road game, are you not?
Oh, it is a road game. You know it. They're 59 miles or 57 miles away. By the way, have you ever been on their campus?
Oh, beautiful. One of the prettiest places.
You got to get up that hill now. Yeah. But after you get up the hill, unbelievable place. Unbelievable place to go to school and all that stuff. How about they win the league, Ivy, 3 years in a row? They're like the old Penn or Princeton teams. Third year in a row in the NCAA tournament. 8 seniors. This is a quality team which got the worst seed in the tournament. That I couldn't believe it as a 12, but now they're a 4. They went from a 12 to a 4 because they played their way into the 4.
Good spin.
They should have had Notre Dame 6, actually, if you really want to get down to it.
No, Notre Dame was seated too high.
Again with
John,
the Notre Dame. Leave me alone here.
We weren't even in the tournament 3 weeks ago. John, what was your reaction when Kansas went down?
We turned the TV off, and I wasn't letting the guys watch because we had seen what was happening on the bus ride to the arena. And then I turned on the TV just to see where it was because I couldn't take it anymore. When they were out on the court, and I just saw the score pop up that they had lost, and I turned the TV back off because I wanted to concentrate on our game. But it was just like, wow. And then you start thinking, is this going to happen to us today? I mean, this tournament, see, the thing about the NBA, when you're best of 7, 5, whatever it is, the best team is going to win most cases, just how it is. But when it's one and done, one bad day, one game that you don't think you have to play, one player gets in foul trouble, one player gets hurt, it's different now. It's over. You can't recover. Where you could get down 12, 15, 16 in a regular season game and come back a little harder in the NCAA tournament.
John, 2 things I was saying before that I found very interesting from the weekend. One, when Ali Faroukmanesh hit the 3, that was their best shot to have him take that shot, open or not. Omar Sandman for St. Mary's, their best play when they needed a bucket is to put him on the low block and score. If you need something to happen, regardless of what time of the game it is, what's your best play?
It just depends on the game because let me tell you what I like about my team. It could be DeMarcus Cousins, but what if DeMarcus isn't making free throws? There have been times this year that he has taken the technical foul shots for us. That's how much confidence I have in him. It may be John Wall. We've had every big game where we've been down, he's done it. But I'll tell you who else. What about Eric Bledsoe? Eric Bledsoe, late in the game, will make free throws, will make a play, will make a shot. And then the last game, Darius Miller went crazy. So I can't really tell you. I mean, in the flow of the game, you'll be seeing, you'll say, hey, he better go at so-and-so, he's on fire. So we're a little different, and we're so inexperienced and young, you almost got to play it as the game's unfolding.
John Calipari joining us on ESPN Radio. Coach Cal, I don't know how much Cornell you've seen, but both Temple and Wisconsin just kind of lined up and tried to play man-to-man. How do you speed a team that's so good in the half court? How do you speed them up?
I don't know if you can. I mean, I never tried to speed up Temple when we played Temple. Maybe we have to try to win a game that's in the 50s. That's fine, too. You're talking about a team that leads the nation in three-point shooting, 43%. And if you look at it, I bet you out of 300 and some programs, they shoot the 3 better than 200 teams shoot the 2. And that's a scary thought. Their guard play is really solid. The big kid Foot is really, really good. He's 7 foot, and you got to play him. And they do pick and rolls. They do the handoff. I mean, they come down and say, we're running our stuff. Doesn't matter what you do. Well, then you got to guard their stuff. The question will be too, how are they going to guard us? And what will they do? Will they sag? Will they play zone? Will they do what other teams have done and say, let's just hold the ball and hope they're not making threes? I mean, you never know. I mean, that's why when you start the game, you got to say, how are they doing? What do you think they're trying to do here? And that's why you got a staff of guys all watching and listening and thinking, okay, what are they doing? Which direction are they going with this? I didn't think Wake would slow down the game, and they didn't. I mean, Wake played one way. They had Smith, and that kid was going to come, and that was their game. Boy, was Aminu good. Oh, my goodness. That kid is ridiculous, by the way.
And outside of the watching Cornell tape for X's and O's,
are you guys even listening to what I'm saying?
We are. No,
we're not dozing off.
I am, and I want to go even further because obviously you're going to break it down X's and O's with your team and show them film. But I remember going through when we would have to play a team we would be heavily favored over who was playing really well. The coach would always show us extra film of their good plays and really let you know how well they're playing. So from the mental side of it, will you do that? Will you show them more tape than you normally would show of a team because of how well they're playing?
Mike, the thing that I've tried to do and learned this from Larry Brown, I'm more concerned about my team. I know how good they are. Our team respects everybody we play because that's how we approach things. Morehead State and Murray State are just as important to us as North Carolina and Louisville. Every game matters, so we know that. We don't show much tape to our kids. We'll show some, but there's not going to be hours of tape session. We'll show them what they got to guard. Here are the 4 things. If you can guard these things, it'll make it hard. Yet they still make threes. This is one of those games, guys. If they go 20 for 26, now you know they've made 23s in a game.
Right.
So if they go 20 for 28 from the 3, it's been a heck of a season for us. We've done great. I mean, you go out and say, we're going to guard their stuff. And if they're making threes over guys' hands, which they're capable of doing, and they're, stepping back, shooting threes, and you're pressing them and they're shooting threes, it's been a heck of a start, and it's a heck of a finish, and it was a heck of a season.
John, let me put a little pressure.
One of those teams, they're going to shoot 25, 30 threes. If they're on fire and you're still guarding them, what do? Well, let's play zone. Why would you play zone against a 3-point shooting team? I mean, you got.
So you don't have to chase them. Well, so you don't have to chase them around.
One of the things I've always done, we played Houston. In all the years we played Houston, if you went to a zone, you played into their hands. So now they'd move it and drive it, and all of a sudden there's guys wide open for threes. I'd rather them take contested threes.
Now, John,
But then again, Doug, you may know better than me. I don't know.
No, I saw the Penn tape.
I'm just a guy. I'm holding on to the rope, kicking alligators now.
I'm just saying. Wait. I'm just saying. I saw the Penn tape. Penn ran a 1-3-1. Penn's one of the worst teams in Division I basketball. They started out 1-13.
Strong, but go ahead.
At the time, they were one of the worst teams in Division I basketball. Right. They ran a 1-3-1, and they struggle with it. Whereas I've just seen 2 magnificent defensive teams, Temple and Wisconsin, line up and play man-to-man, and they obliterated it. I'm just saying, Coach.
Here's a quick thing, John.
So I'm going to play a 1-3-1. I'll look at our 1-3-1 today. We'll put it in and see if we can use it. Maybe I'll use it. Yeah. I'm just, let me just tell you, at this time, what you're going to do is whatever you give them, they're going to give their best. And you may be right. 1-3-1 may be the defense. I've had people on me my whole career. You got to play some zone. You got to play zone. I've had friends of mine in coaching. Throw a zone. So maybe I'll throw zone this time. I don't know. But my concern right now is where are we mentally? Are we at our best? I had individual meetings with our team before this season started, or before the tournament started. And what I said to them was, what do you look like when you're at your best? Tell me. And I made them do it like they were watching a video of themselves on defense. What do you look like on offense? All right, what happens if they went this? What are you looking like? And then I just said, you have to have that vision, and how can I help you? What do I have to do coaching? So you know what a couple guys said? Play me more. Play me more. I can be better. And I had some other guys say, leave me in for 4 straight minutes and talk to me when I make errors. And I'll be able to play my best. And I said, fine. Because the point of this right now, if we play our best and get beat, I'll be disappointed, but you live with it. You just live with it.
Yep, and it's been working for you so far. So best of luck against them, Coach. Look forward to talking to you down the road a little bit. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
They play their best. They're not getting beat.
Kentucky coach John Calipari. It brought to you by Warner Ladder, the official ladder of the NCAA basketball championships, and the official ladder of professional contractors who rise above the rest. Andy.